Hello and welcome to episode number 4 of the Sibling Stuff podcast. We're coming to you out of beautiful Levin on a very hot and thunderous day. You might hear some thunder in the background. I'm one of your siblings, Aaron.
Hi, and I'm Charlotte.
Oh, it's been quite an interesting 2 weeks. You been up to anything exciting?
Yep. I've had my cousin Rebecca visiting from Melbourne, which was really good. It was nice catching up with her and doing family stuff. And what else happened? I'm a tooth person, obviously, dental hygienist.
Tooth person, yeah.
But my dog's just broken one of her big molar teeth.
Oh, was it complaining a lot?
Well, she looks a little bit sad, and the vet said, it's probably fine, but I can see the nerve. There's a little pink bit, which is the nerve of her tooth exposed. So the options are, the vet said we could either leave it or go to Massey University and some guy up there can do a root canal on her.
Ow.
And I know, what's your view, listeners? Let me know what you think. But, do you spend a whole lot of money on your pets or you don't? If I take it out, it's a main chewing tooth and she's only 3. So,
yeah.
Not sure what to do. But let me know what you guys would do with your pets.
That has an upside and a downside. As for me over the past week, while I've been working on my mystery project, which I'll get into lately, but I've also been powering on with exercising. I've been trying to go up the hill up the back of Levin every single day, and I've done my best time, which is a 33-minute run, which I've been timing.
Woo!
And it's good because my father's actually been sitting in the car, so that means I don't even have to have keys in my pocket, which actually makes you go a bit faster. But yeah, it's been pretty good.
And it's steep.
It's so steep, especially when it's wet. You slide down on your bum.
Yeah. Victoria was visiting today and noticed his legs looking pretty muscly.
Oh, muscly
little
legs.
shorts on.
Yeah, well, you're wearing parachute pants. I wonder who's better dressed. Anyway, so moving on, Charlotte, you wanted to talk about nutrition. So what points have you got for us today?
Well, I thought I'd talk about 5 things that would be really good to take out of our diet. And I'm not perfect either, but these are things I'm kind of motivating for me to try and take out, and also 5 things that you really want to add into your diet. Okay,
so shoot, what are these 5 things? What do you want to start with?
Sugar! For taking out sugar, it causes inflammation in your body. Obviously, it's not great for your teeth, but cutting that out would be awesome. The second one, hydrogenated oils. So these are oils that have an extra hydrogen bond added, so you don't refrigerate it and it has a long shelf life, so they don't go rancid. But our body doesn't recognise it, and it actually hardens the outer membrane of your cells, and they are deformed. So creates
gross.
Havoc on your body. The third one, high fructose corn syrup. So, that is fizzy drink.
Yeah, well, it's mainly like the stuff from America, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot from America, but you have to watch because we get a lot imported into New Zealand as well.
Yeah, we do. Most of it's imported.
And that's the cheapest stuff.
Yeah.
And what's the number one grocery item in New Zealand stores?
Coca-Cola.
1.5 litre of Coke. What's number 3 item in grocery stores?
Pepsi?
Coca-Cola 2 litre.
Oh.
And Coca-Cola has a pH of between 2 to 3, which is similar to carboxylic acid.
Oh,
So when you drink these things, it shuts off that enzyme that tells you that you're full and you eat more. So we all get Coke with our McDonald's. Eat it up.
Okay. Just on that point of bad point, you know America loves baseball.
Yeah.
Now, the Kansas City Royals team is trying to attract more people to the game. So I'm just going to show Charlotte a picture here. They've come up with this.
Oh, what the hell is
It's
that?
a hot dog with bacon, raspberry jam, a hot dog,
frosting.
and a frosted donut bun. Is that on the good to eat list or the bad to eat list?
That is foul. Oh my goodness. He better put a picture of that up so you can see it.
Yeah, you'll see a picture on Charlotte's Facebook or on siblingstuff.com. So looking at that, it doesn't look too hot. So we better move on to...
There you go. That will be shutting down the enzyme telling you full. You'll probably eat 10.
Okay, so now on to the food we should eat.
No, I've got 2 more.
Okay.
2 more. The fourth one, I want you to cut out soy so we don't have any more man boobs. Oh. So soy mimics estrogen and throws out our whole endocrine system. And the last one is corn.
Corn, completely corn?
Corn in general. Organic is better, but corn like corn oil and canola and things.
What about corn on the cob?
Depends if it's organic or not, but our body doesn't recognise it the same. But if you've got gluten sensitivity, corn produces the same kind of antibodies as your body does with gluten. So, none of those things.
This is depressing. Now, the good stuff. Show me what I should tuck into.
Water.
Yep.
Lots of water.
Make you... Yeah.
Have fluoride in your water, so if you're filtering it, watch out for that. So if you filter your water, you can lose all your minerals and things too, but we need more minerals. You can't get enough in your food and things, so you should supplement your minerals. Add in anything food-wise, the darker greens with vegetables, the better, the brighter colours, the better. Bright things like your capsicums, that has lots of copper in it. Darker the berries, the more antioxidants in it, and having food in its natural state. So with oats and things like that, it's really good. And when you think about it, in Italy, how many people have gluten intolerance? And they all eat pasta and they all eat bread and they're fine because it's more in their natural state. It's not processed.
A lot of people say gluten intolerances are built up.
Yeah, but processed foods create inflammation. So cut out the processed foods, add in omega-3 from krill or flaxseed.
Okay.
Is really good. And yeah, if you're confused on any of that, always flick me a message on my Facebook and I'm willing to help you out in the right direction.
What's your Facebook address there, Charlotte?
Ooh.
Facebook.com/ChangeMyLifeCharlotte. I'll say that at the end. So that's 5 things you should tuck into and 5 things you shouldn't. And the Kansas City Royals baseball team raspberry jam donut bacon hot dog is a should or a shouldn't. I just don't remember.
Shouldn't.
Anyway.
It's foul. Look at the picture. It's disgusting. Who would actually eat that?
That's what the baseball team's doing to attract people to their games. Anyway.
They'll need to get double seats.
Giant seats. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about... There's this trend that's been happening over this past year in computers, and specifically computers in the classroom.
Oh, yeah?
Now, back in the 80s, if a kid had access to a computer, they would tinker around with it at a very computer level. Like in the 80s, you had command prompts, and you'd even take computers apart and put them back together to get them working a certain way. And these days, you can't really take apart an iPad or something like that. So in England, there's this company that makes pies, raspberry pies. I'm just showing Charlotte a picture there. That there is a raspberry pie. Check out Charlotte's Facebook for the picture. It's a raspberry pie, and that's about the size of a credit card. And what it is, it's a computer. As you can see there, it's got like USB ports.
Yeah, by the way, it's a computer. It may have a food name, but it's a computer.
You'll see the picture. And it's got USB and video out.
The size of a credit card. Yeah,
and the thing is, those pins at the top are what they call general purpose input-output pins. And you can connect them up to like a breadboard. So you could connect them up to a motor to make it spin. You could connect that up to a light to make it turn on and off. And what that's designed to do is to get kids into programming on this cheap $35 computer that they can plug in, and they can actually make stuff. And in doing that, they're learning both electrical circuitry by wiring things together, but you control how the motor spins, how the light turns on, how all the stuff you build work by programming it in the computer. And this is a non-profit organisation based out of England. It's been going for a few years. So far, they've sold 3 million of these, and there's the enthusiast hobbies, but half of those 3 million, so 1.5 million of these, are in the hands of kids and
what
schools.
Age group do you think is good to get started in this sort of stuff?
10?
10.
But the thing is...
Gets your brain thinking, eh?
That's $35, and you see iPads in classrooms today, and you wouldn't want a kid wiring up something to an iPad, because they cost, what, $500, $700? So the Raspberry Pi Foundation, which as I said is not for profit, designed this. It's actually remarkably good value. You can also check your emails, you can play Minecraft, you can browse the web, you can watch YouTube videos. And as I said, 1.5 million are in the hands of kids, but all the rest are in the hands of enthusiasts like me who just love this technology and stuff. So I've ordered one of these, it's yet to show up, and because I've got an old monitor, I'm going to try and make an arcade machine by rigging the video up to the screen and using those special pins to wire up all the buttons and the controls so you can play like Pac-Man or Donkey Kong in an arcade machine. Because it's $35, and that kind of price parity is just encouraging this kind of area in computers that's gone away. Because these days you don't program or play with a computer. You just do what Apple tells you to do.
Yeah, and I think, what is it? Isn't it an Albert Einstein quote? I can't remember what it says properly, but it's about something about the more you read, the less you think. So not using our own brains enough. We're just absorbing information, but we're not thinking for ourselves. So that's probably awesome that it's getting people to actually start rethinking. Our brains are probably shutting off certain areas.
Yeah. So this is just an amazing device, non-profit organisation. They were expecting to sell 10,000. 3 million of these in the world, and it's still going strong. Yeah, so right now I'm just figuring out how I can cut some plywood into shape. Hopefully I can find somewhere where I can get plywood for my arcade machine and cut it all out. Hopefully some shop where I'll be able to come across someone who can do it, because I don't really trust my hand in cutting very straight.
Maybe our listeners would have some advice.
Yeah, if any listeners have an advice, please leave a comment on Charlotte's Facebook page and I'll be sure to see it. This week we're doing a giveaway. Now, Charlotte, you're giving away some nice treats. What have I got here? Green tea, antioxidant-rich chocolate treats. Is that right?
Yeah. We've got 200 viewers so far, so keep coming, keep listening.
Yeah, 200 listen to the last episode.
Can people subscribe yet?
Sure, you can subscribe. Just follow Charlotte's Facebook page. That is our current subscription. You enter this competition by leaving a comment on the article where this podcast is posted on Charlotte's Facebook page. And the thing you've got to comment on is the question you've got. What's the question you want to ask everyone?
Yeah, so my cousin was talking about, her flatmates were talking about what way they face when they're having a shower. And one of them, Carly, faces the shower. She faces the shower when she's like doing everything, washing hair and everything. Whereas I have my routine, I might do a little bit on the back, a little bit at the front. But when I'm washing my hair and things, I always face away. But so I tried facing forward. And when you're facing forward, the shampoo runs on my face and my hair's starting to knot up. And I just wonder, what do people do? Like, you just assume people do the same thing as you. But so do you face the shower when you're washing your hair, or do you face away from the shower when you're washing your hair?
So comment on Charlotte's Facebook page. If you face the shower, if you face away, every comment on that page goes into the draw to win some nice green tea antioxidant chocolate treats. That'll be it for this episode of Sibling Stuff. Any comments at all, be sure to email them. You can go ask@siblingstuff.com or again on Charlotte's Facebook page. But thank you so much for listening, and we will see you in a fortnight.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Ka kite anō.